All right, another specific program for our professional traders out there. The Asset Planet Pro Advisor Tools Rebalance to a single account. What does it do and why is it great? Well, it just does one account. And sometimes it's just better to do calculations, especially with many, many positions. 2.4%, 1%, 1.5 divided out. It's a fast, easy way of getting to calculations and adjusting. We found it to be optimum as opposed to some of the great tools available by Schwab, which is just trading within the program itself, calculating dollars and percentage. Compared both of these, you think this is a useful tool. Walk you through the process. Steps 1 through 4 are some of the basics. We cover each one of these in our help section for basics. In this case, template restrictions and disclaimers. Some clients determine they don't want to own a certain stock symbol and or they want to have a certain cash minimum. It's part of our client restrictions template. When you create the template, you store it in one place, this program will retrieve it along with the other programs. So write once takes care of all the programs that feed into it. Very efficient way of updating, but you still have to click the button once you've pointed to where you want it. 2 and 3 involve how to download from Schwab Advisor Center, covered in our basics. And number 4 is saying to you if your client restrictions need to be updated for this client, please look at it. But once these are done, you pick your folder from where Schwab's going to export. That balance and position has to go somewhere. Goes to the select folder because that's where our program's going to pull from. And then later, export folder where uploading to Schwab so they can import the trade file or allocation can be done through an export file. Once that's ready to go, let's walk this program through. Call it the blue magic button after downloading from Schwab. From step 1, that activation button created the magic that allowed us to have the import results page. In this case, a combination of a stock and some symbols for ETFs. This is all fictional, but walking through the process, this is a $132,000 account roughly with some cash of $10,000. And we've outlined the steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. Some are optional. Step 1 is how much cash do you want to leave? Let's make sure we leave at least 3% cash. Change anytime you want. Instantly change how much cash is available. Let's add a stock to this. We're just going to call it IBM because it's a big name stock that people know. Using capital letters. We even put in here, note, make sure it's always capital letters. Don't make your prices old. This is fictional. In real life, work from quotes that are seconds old, not minutes or hours. Try to get as close to accurate before running your final numbers. So that's why these programs are created, so you can run through things quickly. Target, we're going to make IBM a 3% position. Quickly, 3% at this value. Do we have enough cash afterwards? Yes. Based on this, if we made this 8%, would we? No. If we go back to 4%, would we? Yes. So, rebalancing the single account is a very useful tool. Get it to where you want, add a single account, dial back. When you have 20, 30, 40 positions, this is really powerful because you could just make those slight adjustments. Sometimes you don't want to buy a stock that's in a model. It might be a hold now. When you created the model, it was a buy. Now it's a hold by going to an individual allocation. You could just simply say, nope, don't buy more of that. I want to custom adjust this portfolio right now. We found this a very powerful and useful tool for our practice. We hope you do as well. Once you get to step 3, step 4 is simple. You're exporting those results to your folder or your compliance or both. And that's a separate video, but that information for compliance is an internal report, simply to make you the most efficient and professional trader, depending on what your particular policies are for your company. The export results to folder, well, that's that default folder we put in step 1, and that's the one that Schwab's going to be looking at for a file that says, you want to make a trade right now, an allocation of some sort, you're doing some bulk orders. This is the best way of doing it. Separate video on how to import.